Hello everyone and welcome back to the Driver's Room Acelith Design Endurance Championship Season 5, Round 5, Tier 1. I'm your host Kimaru and today we are at the Mount Panorama Circuit or Bathurst in the GT 500s, Super GT 500s or Group 2. We've got three more races to go after this one, and we're already halfway into the final season of ADEC on GT Sport. And it is starting to make me a little sad that the season and the race series is going away for a break until Gran Turismo 7. And it's really starting to dawn on me that, yeah, the series is taking a break now after a couple of more races, and it's going to be weird not having a race on Thursday. But let's go down to the grid and see where everyone qualified in today's race. As we see, Sir Bottlejob has snagged the pole. And in second place, we have Plux the Duck, also as Linus he calls him, the Machine. Jignut in third. We have Britain Spit in fourth. Glover Barnett in fifth. Blue in sixth. Rockboy in seventh. We have Luco in eighth. Gadget in ninth. Senna in 10th. We have Berkey in the '08 Lexus. Let's see if he can do anything in that car. And Muller in 12th. So, good luck, gentlemen, and have a good, scary night race at Bathurst. Alright, we're about ready to get round 5 underway, so let's hope for a very good race, everyone. We're off for round 5, and it's whoa! Look at the start Plux has. Yeah, Plux isn't the champion for nothing, but don't rule out Bottle Job or any other just yet. It is dark, so it might be a little bit difficult to see everything, but I think we'll manage. And yet again, I have no clue what any corner is called. I think the back straight is Comrade. I'm not even gonna try and say that, as it seems to be a good, clean start for everyone. And Brit has actually fallen down all the way to 11, so he had the worst start of all. And Plux is on the move, just wanting to get away from everyone. And snag the win. We didn't see Plux last week, so Plux is on fire today. And Plux comes over the line to start lap 2. Very good, strong lap, first lap for Plux, and I think we saw Rockboy going into the pits. Maybe he got some damage. As we see Jignut in third. The field has spread itself quite significantly just for one lap. Everyone here probably has their strong and weak stages of the track, as we see Glover in front of Luco and Gadget. Luco in the beautiful Welsh machine? Yeah, I think so. I love Luco's livery. A lot of good and skilled livery designers in Drive's Room, that's for sure. Wish I was one of them. Envious of a lot of people in the Drive's Room for their amazing design skills. I don't have that. I don't have that itch in my fiber. As we see, Gadget is closing in on Luco. The GTR is fast on the straight though, so it's not going to be easy for Gadget. From what I remember, the NSX has the lowest top speed, but the kick it has out of corners should be able to let Gadget close in, but he has lost a lot through the chicane. As we see Berkey doing well in the 08 Lexus for the moment. I think he's the only one using the 08 models. As we see Britt with damage to his front. So he must have accidentally tapped someone. Or maybe someone late brake and he pulled into them. Or not pulled in, hit them. Let's hope it doesn't affect his downforce too much. But we know how strong Britt is, or Paul. So he should be able to have a good grip on this race. Oh, wow. A lot of dust kicking up there. This is the most exciting part of the track, I think, because of the high speed downhill, and then you have to brake. It has a pretty nice flow to it. I do like this part of the track, but it's also very terrifying. Get one move wrong, one pixel wrong on the sectional corners, and it's into the wall, and hello damage. Senna just trying to keep up with Paul. Paul does have a little bit better kick, as I said, out of corners in the NSX. But the Lexus is definitely not a slow car, but the fastest among them. It's the favorite car, the GTR, that Muller is driving, and we have Rockboy here coming up to through the turn one. He has definitely been into the wall. As we see Plux again. You might not see a lot of Plux tonight, as he looks to just be increasing his gap down to Bottle. And yeah, it's very difficult to catch Plux these days. He's fast and consistent, as we see Bottle scratching some paint job out of the GTR. Very, very difficult downhill section if you don't do it exactly right. So we see Jagnot. Not a lot of battles yet in this one. Most of the field has spread out. So we see Glover in fifth. Loco there. We have Gadget. He's just falling off, but Gadget might be going for a one stop. I don't know if that's possible on this track or not. But Gadget is one of the guys that usually stays out the longest. Same with Paul. So we have two guys that prefer to drive the long stint. But being this far down the field, it could possibly be more beneficial to do. But what do I know? I'm not a professional commentator. I'm not even a professional sim racing driver. And who knows what the strat could be. I think the normal strat around here could be a two-stopper, maybe even a three-stopper, depending on how hard the tire wear is on this track. As we see Berkey still in front of Paul. The 08 Lexus does have a very powerful straight line engine. Oh, as we see Berkey going off in the chicane. Losing 2 spots, maybe even 3. Muller's coming up behind. He has released Paul. Maybe Paul can break away from the 3 now. As we see Muller's going for a move on Berkey as well. And gets himself up to P10 before turn 1. Good move from Muller. The Berkey machine might be a little bit, whatchamacallit, a little bit of an underdog, considering the handling and brakes might not be as good as the 16 models, but it still has some pep in its step. We see Bobulupo behind, starting to catch up. Oh, little fishtail from Berkey. And Rockboy is closing in. Paul still with damage. I'm thinking that as long as it doesn't slow him down too much, he's probably going to be able to hold off until his first pit stop. Very squirmy down the S section though. And we have Jaggernaut in front of Blue. Looking like Blue is about to make a move on Jaggernaut soon. Or did Blue come out of the chicane very wrong? It looked very squirmy there for a moment. Let's see how he can catch up again. Yeah, he's lost a lot of distance up to Jaggernaut, so he definitely did a mistake in the chicane, that's for sure. A long way up to Jaggernaut. Very difficult to make any progress on this track because it's a very big, very fast track, and the cars are pretty even between each other. So very difficult to get any move on anyone, especially when they top off at around 300 kph. So there's not enough power in them to propel them faster than 300, even in a slipstream. Their transmissions are just geared too short for any higher speed than just over 300, 302, 303 kilometers an hour. And I say that because I'm a Norwegian and I use the metric system. So sorry for any one that uses miles per hour, but that's how it goes. As we see, Blue is closing in again. He's very fast down the C straight. It's something with a C, so Conrad, yeah. A lot of different names on corners, straights. I love most tracks, but I never take the time to learn the turn names. I have enough with learning names of other people, just keeping them locked in my head. Learning new stuff and trying to keep them up there is not my strong side. As we see, Blue is very close to Juggernaut. And I'm just rambling, so I'm very sorry for rambling. Let's get back to racing. Blue is on the hunt for... Oh, they both scratched the wall there. Blue should be able to close in and make a move down the big straight. If you can just get the exit out of this turn right. Get the hook on. Will he be able to do the move? Like I said, they top off at around 300. I think he might have to do it in the turns. Goes on the inside. Juggernaut covers him off for the moment. A very strong drive from Juggernaut. As we see, Blue is going on the inside. Juggernaut opens the door, and Blue gets himself up into second place. As we see, Bottle Job inside to the pits already. Wow, look at those tires. As we see, Luco now in fifth. So that's an early pit stop for Bottle. So he didn't have any damage, but I think he just ran his tires a little too hard, trying to catch up and keep up with Fluxy. And he comes out in sixth place, just in front of Gadget. He'll be able to stay away from Gadget on new tires. And as we said before, Gadget is a mastermind on keeping his tires with a long life. He knows how to keep those tires alive for a long time. That is Gadget's biggest strength. And he's won a few races by doing that, so not a bad idea. His driving style is quite smooth. He is also the mastermind of ADEC, so we have the boss in action. Britney Spit still staying out, and wow. Looking at Gadget's tires and Brit's tires, yeah. First time I'm asking Spice, Paul, his tires look like they're barely worn. He has lost 10 kilometers an hour down the straight, but his tires are very, very good. Wow. His drive, wow. Yeah, the driving style that Paul uses is just smooth as hell. Let's take a look at Pluck's tires as a comparison. He also drives the NSX. A lot more tire wear, but I think Pluck's also is going maybe 90% race pace at the moment. Maybe even 100. I really don't know. Maybe Plux can scold me on this after the race. Maybe come with some sarcastic remarks to the commentator man himself. It's just good fun and banter in the Discord. As we see, Jagnot still staying out, still staying out in a second. We had to get blah in there at some point. Probably going to be a couple more of those. But Jagnot in second. We have Glover in third, and he's also in the GTR. Doing good so far. Man, I just love the skyline. I don't care that the name is gone from the GTR. I am still going to call it a skyline. As we see, Plux into the pits. So it's probably going to be... I think it's going to be a 2-stop, maybe even a 3-stopper for Plux. As we see Luco now in P1. And we have Sir Bottle Job. He's been into the wall and he's got some damage. Oh, that's probably happened in the downhill section, but he's still keeping it going. Let's hope it doesn't slow down Bottle too much. But at this point, he's not going to be able to catch up to Plux. Jagnot in fourth. We have Blue Racer there. No, Jagnot in fifth. Blue Racer in fourth. They've both been into the pits. Blue took on a new set of soft. Jagnot has gone for super. We have Paul still out. And he's being chased by Glover. Glover has been into the pits. And he understeers and slides. And gives Glover the 6th place. Right now, these two are on different strats. As we see, Jagnot has dropped down significantly from Blue. And he's got Glover right up his gearbox. Almost up his gearbox. Half fuel tank on most. How about Brett? Half tank as well. Very good, strong race from everyone. As we see, Gadget has himself a little penalty that he needs to shake off. Shouldn't be too difficult for Gadget. This track shouldn't be that difficult to rid yourself of penalties. Coming back on lap 19. We are 34 minutes in. We see Blue Racer into the pits there. And Plux is due for a pit stop in a few short laps. And he's doing good so far. He's got a good distance down to Glover. Let's go to the telemetry and see where everyone are. So we have Plux 24 seconds ahead of Glover. Jagnot is just under a second behind him. And we have Bottle Job a second and 1.1 seconds behind him again. And 11 seconds behind there we have Gadget. Fastest lap is set by Bottle Job by a 150.210. Holy crap. So good, strong racing from the boys in Tier 1. And yeah, driving in the dark. Oh, as we see, Glover with a fishtail down the S's. He's got Jagnot and Bottle Job behind him. He has to keep it up. Bottle Job got himself past Jagnot. As we go back to Glover. gonna have Bottle right behind him shortly. Is he in the slipstream range? I think he is. Come on, Glover. Drive like the wind. Keep yourself in front of Bottle Spice. I don't remember the Spice name I gave Barnet. And Barnet is going out of fuel, running out of fuel. Oh, very wide there. And loses a lot. Almost giving Bottle the position. Oh, as we see. Whoa. Coming back with Glover as... Oh, he hit the wall. That's why he was so slow. And then he... Oh, gets oversteer. Oh, wow. Managed to save the car though, but lost 2 positions in the process. Maybe the stress of having Juggernaut and Bottle behind them. And we have Gadget in 5th, desperate for a refuel. Oh, a little oversteer from Gadget there. Luco in 6th. Had a very uneventful race, I think. As we see Blue now in 7th. Senna in 8th. And he's looking for a pit stop shortly. Boobalupo there. Oh yeah, he's very low on fuel now. We got Paul in the back. Paul is not having the best race of his season. I do remember the last time he was here. I believe that was in the Group 3 for GT, where the car just killed him every time in the downhill section of the S's. Killed him 2 or 3 times, and that wasn't a good race for Paul either. He was in Tier 3 or Tier 2, I believe. Yeah, Tier 3, I think. And yeah, that was not a good season for Paul. As we see Booblupo into the pits. We have Berkey there in last. The 08 just not doing it for him on this track. As we see blue flags from, who could that be? I don't know. The blue flags are a little wonky on GTA, I think. Bottle in the 2nd. He will require another stop. As we see Bottle comes out just in front of Plux. Plux's NSX is really pushing those pistons. And Plux manages to stay in 1st. Good job, Plux. Good job, Plux. There we go. Make the words actually sound like words. As we see Juggernaut in 3rd, he has been into the pits. And he should be done with his pit stops. The cars should be able to do at least 20 minutes on a set of tires. And that should be Juggernaut's final stop. As we see Blue in fourth. He should also be done with his pit stops. They jump over that hilltop. That's how low these cars are, or stiff. Try driving these cars in Norway. We've got speed bumps everywhere. You'll just tear apart the front end and undercarriage. There'll be nothing left. And you would have a stuck $10 million car on the speed bump. Norway is a country of the devil's speed bumps, or boobs. We have special speed bumps that looks like breasts. Yeah, I hate them. It's made for buses to drive right over because of their wide wheelbase, and the cars have to drive over, yeah, women's. Yeah, that's what I call them. I don't mean to be sexist, but yeah, the government in Norway, yeah, they're weird. They're very, very weird. It's a wonder I'm still living here. Senna in 8th. And looks like he stayed out of trouble. His car looks very clean. And I do love that livery. It's a very beautiful livery on Senna's cars. Rockboy there in 9th. We have Paul. He should be done with his pit stops as well. Just keep your head down, my friend, and at least get some points. As we see Bottle Job into the pits with 4% left in the tank. We have Muller in 11th. And Berkey in 12th. He's about to be lapped by one of the leaders. Oh, no, 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 no. Berkey hits the wall. No. Understeers right into the concrete barrier. And, gets himself a heavy engine damage, suspension, and front splitter damage. Oh, things are not going well for Berkey in this race. Coming back on lap 27, we have Blue Racer. His rear tires are looking dead. So he has to protect his rears now. Probably has his brake balance to the rear. In an MR, that would be weird. Glover in 5th. He could catch up to Blue and snag 4th. You never know. Gadget in 6th. Has just stayed out of trouble and survived. We have Luco. Looks like Luco has a little bit better tire life. He could be challenging Gadget at any moment. Senna. Rockboy in the front of Paul. Will Paul be able to get past Rockboy or Boobalupo? Let's take a look down the straight and see if Paul gets any closer. ...305 kilometers an hour in a slipstream. That's what the NSX can do. Very aggressive inputs from Rockboy. Paul trying to go around the outside. That's not going to work right now. Keep your head cool, Paul. Might be able to snag a position here. Top 10, regardless. Berkey into the pits. Has Berkey parked it? No. He has damage again, Berkey. Wow. Things are going from bad to worse for our main man, Berkey. The NSX does look very slidey down the downhill S's. Muller. Let's take a look at Bottle. He's in front of Juggernaut with 6 minutes to go. Juggernaut doesn't seem able to... Oh, we have Plux into the pits. Is Plux going to go for fastest lap? I think he might. Plux comes out way in front of Bottle, so I think Plux is going to attempt the not one stop, the fastest lap. We have Gadget still in front of Luco. Luco isn't able to close in too much, it seems. We have Berkey there, letting the guys through. He's down by a lap or two at this point. The 08 Lexus really letting Berkey down. Senna has just been alone most of the race. No real challenge. Hasn't been challenged too much. I think that's the right word for that. As we see, Paul still hasn't been able to to overtake Boobalupo. The what's that word? The unfortunate thing of driving two identical cars. I think the dirty air isn't really doing Paul any favors. Oh, glad there's no damage from that. Paul can probably drive faster than Rockboy at this point. He is just held up. Two minutes to go. Paul is trying his absolute best to get past Rockboy, but he just doesn't have the speed. As we see Muller running out of fuel. Will he have enough towards the end? 1 minute remaining. Final lap for Muller has started. And we have Berkey with damage again, and he's gone on hards. Is he just playing at this point? He's probably given up more or less at this point, as we see Plux with a 49.851. So he takes fastest lap. This guy, wow. Like I said in the previous video or previous video before that, I am a Plux fanboy, but yeah, that is just insane. And he's purple again. Will it be another fastest lap for the Plux man? Can he do better? Very slidey out of that turn. Let's see what Plux can do. He's still purple. And oh wow. Plux has run out of fuel, ladies and gentlemen. Plux has run out of fuel before the last turn. Oh wow. So Plux really drained his tank on this one. Congratulations, Plux, for the win. Strong drive for sure. As we see Bottle coming home to take second. We have Jaggernaut to take third. Glover will come home in fourth. We have Blue Racer, who will come home in fifth, and I think he also, he also ran out of fuel. Gadget, will the fuel last until the last turn for him? Very well done. Great racing overall for the guys. And thank you all for watching. Come back next time for Group 1s at Lago Maggiore. So, as we can see, everyone, Plux is in first with 348 points now. We have Johnny in second with 284, Britnessbit with 268, and Blue Racer with 248. Bottle Job in fifth with 240, so it's looking strong. And thank you all for watching, and come back next week for the new race. Kimaru out.